and Marty, 1.1 gigawatts and other catchphrases as well. Welcome to Physics Not Included, the show that boldly walks where regular science fears to tread. Today's question comes to us from Hitakino Kage, and he asks, why does the DeLorean leave two fire trails when it jumps through time? If I recall correctly, it even does it in the air after it's modified and does so on the railroad tracks as well, so it can't be burning rubber. Ah, yes, the signature burning fire trails left behind by Doc Brown's time-traveling DeLorean. Now this is a good question, and one that I shall endeavor to answer today. Back to the Future came out in 1985. It was directed by Robert Zemeckis and stars Michael J. Fox as Marty McFly and Christopher Lloyd as Doc Emmett Brown. It was followed by two sequels, in 1989 and 1990. The trilogy follows a series of events caused by Doc's invention of a time-traveling car, and how its presence allows the protagonists, and in one case an antagonist, to alter history for good or ill. In the year 1955, Doc Brown first created the idea for a time machine when he slipped off of a toilet while attempting to hang a clock and smacked himself in the head on a sink. What he invented was the flux capacitor, the key component in his time-traveling car. It took Doc 30 years to build his time machine, but in 1985 he finished his work building the flux capacitor and the fission reactor that powers it into a DeLorean DMC-12. The time travel process is broken down thusly. First, the flux capacitor must have energy, 1.21 gigawatts of it to be precise. In the first movie, Doc Brown uses plutonium to accomplish this, but by the second movie he has upgraded this to a 2015 reactor called Mr. Fusion. Second, the time circuits must be on and a destination set into the computer. Third, the DeLorean must be driven up to a speed of 88 miles per hour. At this speed, the flux capacitor kicks in and the car generates a wormhole, slingshotting the car into its target time. The car does, however, reappear at the same spot in space from which it left. So what causes the twin trails of fire? When the car vanishes into the wormhole, there is an implosion of gases at the point where the car leaves conventional time and space. When the car reappears, the outside of the car is very cold. In fact, in the first trip, the car is even coated in frost. This means that the car's departure expends all of the ambient energy from the body of the car as all of the flux energy is surging forward into the wormhole's generation. In fact, Doc Brown even makes a point of mentioning that the stainless steel body of the DeLorean has a direct and influential effect on flux dispersal. However, the wheels are not made of the same material, and therefore any flux that makes its way into the wheels cannot be shunted away into the wormhole. When the car vanishes, the energy that was caught in the wheels continues in a straight line, causing an exothermic reaction, or in this case, two trails of fire that burn briefly if the car was in flight, or longer if the car is on the ground and can burn something. And there you have it. Leftover energy dumped by the tires as the car rockets forward to adventure, burning the asphalt and scorching the skies. I hope this answers the question successfully, and I would like to ask you to stop by the comment section to leave me a note. Tell me what you think. Do you agree, or do you disagree? And if you would like to leave a question for a future episode, write to me at Theorne@gmail.com. This has been Theorne for Physics Not Included. Tune in again next week for another mind-teasing question, and thanks for watching.